Why we quit? Why we transform? RIPPERSNAPPER don't want to stop now! I have no choice! Master set timer to control us!
Hey guys, welcome back for today's Transformers unboxing video, which will be one of the TERRORCONS. You will probably already know which one it will be from the little video I do at the beginning of this video. I gotta tell you guys that I think I got a new favorite TERRORCON because this figure right here, Sinner Twin, which is called, what's his face, let me see, S-03, TFC's version of Sinner Twin, is in my opinion very cool. Like, the feet are loosey. That's a downside to this figure, but I do like the whole color scheme they got going on. The translucent parts on the arms are some, on the feet there are some, and tucked away right here at the toes of the feet of the monster mode. His robot mode got some translucent stuff going on. I think he's very cool. I like him a lot. Transformation was a little bit tricky with putting the front legs of the monster inside his chest part. It has to be done in a very specific way, or else it won't fit. So if you got this set, if you bought it and you got some problems with it, check out some videos where it's done the proper way. But yeah, I really like this figure a lot. It's a bit more stable than Blood is. Blood is just really bad on stability. Like, those feet are very problematic, but that's not the case with S-03. They're a little bit wonky, but at least you can hold a pose. Pretty cool. So we got two more left. We got RIPPERSNAPPER, which is called LEVIATHAN, and Cutthroat, which is called Lucifer in the TFC versions. And I think I'm gonna be doing RIPPERSNAPPER right now. So let me just unbox this. But yeah, as I've mentioned before, these figures are somewhat stylized. They are not 100% cartoon or comic accurate. They took some liberties with the designs, with some extra detail on it, but I do like the way they look. Barring Block, because I just have some problems with that figure, but I bought this set for the Abominous mode anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me, but just keep that in mind. I'm gonna change the camera angle a little bit, like so. So we got the trading card, which looks like this. And the manual, which looks like this. Manuals are not that clear, at least the previous versions were not. They actually took the pictures of the toy right here, which was not the case with the Cutthroat one. And on Blood's manual, they had these QR codes, which are helpful videos for the transformation. They have it on RIPPERSNAPPER's manual as well, but they did not have it on S-03. That one does not come with the QR code, so yeah, that's the reason why I looked at some other guy's video to do the exact transformation. But as for Leviathan, oh yeah, I just wanted to show you that as well. That's the manual of S-03 or Sinner Twin. These pictures are not that clear. Asian language with the rotation in degrees, which you have to do, so those arrows are not very clear at all. And I have to say that this does look a little bit better, but I hope to not be having to use that. But we'll see how that goes. But before I proceed with all of that, let me just show you guys the front side of the box and left side with the monster mode, which is like a walking shark-like figure. and the robot mode. On the top of the box you see both modes and the R mode for Abominus. And the backside looks like this. So you actually get two hands for Abominus. So I'm kind of curious now what's inside Cutthroat's box. Very nice display, that's very cool. I'll get into that later. The gun looks like this, which has got a lot more color and detail going on than Cinder Twins, because that one's just plain green. I mean, look at the difference. It's quite the difference. But yeah, this one is S-03, and Blood and Cinder Twin were S-01 and S-02, so that might be the reason why they decided to go for a little bit more detail on these figures. Before I get into the robot, let me just show you guys the hand for Abominus, which looks very cool. Pointy fingers, full articulation on all the fingers, pretty tight as well, so that's all very cool. I like that a lot. Some silver paint on it. Got a wrist ratchet going on right there, and a rotation on the wrist as well, so that all looks very good, along with the articulation on the foot. And shifting it to the side, so that all looks very good. I'm very excited for that. He also comes packaged with these little things which you can plug into little screw holes you find somewhere. I'm seeing red ones and blue ones, so I'm expecting to see. Oh, I think he's already got one or two applied on his legs right there, and the blue ones are don't know where those are supposed to go, but yeah, whatever. I probably won't be using that anyways. That face looks pretty cool, pretty menacing. That looks very nice. So the face sculpt of RIPPERSNAPPER looks like this. Very blue. I guess for contrast it would have been better to have his face be white or silverish, but it's fully blue with some red, purplish. It's purple on the backside, but it looks red on the front. Light piping he's got going on. That's kind of weird, but it's no problem. With his gun applied, he looks like this, with the blue on the gun being a different color than the blue on the body. Pretty huge gun. Now as for articulation, the face can go all the way around 360, wobble to the left and to the right, to the front as well, downwards and upwards all the way. More range than both the other guys had, I think. He's got this butterfly mechanism in his shoulder going on to the top, which is not really butterfly, but I don't know how to call it differently. On a ratchet, this one going outwards for the arm is not on a ratchet. Bicep rotation. Elbow, which is sort of the same as on Cinder Twin, it leaves a little bit of a gapiness on the actual elbow, but it does go quite far, a bit further than 90 degrees. If this part is not in the way, he's got a full 360 rotation. Then we go to the torso, which is a full 360 rotation as well. No ratchet. There are ratchets on the legs. You can go further than 180 degrees, which is nice. To the front and back we have ratchets as well. No ratchet. Nope. Not to the front and not to the back either. But you do get a full 180 degrees. Thigh rotation, upper thigh, and we have one ratchet knee joint. And I don't think there is a second one. Doesn't seem to be. There's a little panel right here which kind of hinders the range of the knee, but if you move that backwards you get a full range of 90 degrees. And we got a foot with a heel spur and big pointy toes. Pivot to the inside, no outside pivot. Toe dip, no toe lift. So that's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit little movement, little range, but should probably be good enough for most poses. And post, he looks like this. Pretty cool range. Now the toe and heel parts are a little bit too loosey. You cannot stand on it, so that's too bad. They flatten out all the way, which is kind of sad. Well, I actually got him to stand right now, but it probably takes only a little and he drops. So there's that. And I think it's time to try and transform this monster and see how far I can get. Oh, I just noticed he's also got a little bit of an ab crunch, which is probably providing elbow movement on Abominus, I'm expecting. Alright guys, I think I'm pretty close to the final transformation. There are some parts which I'm not sure about, but overall I think I got pretty close. This tail part, I'm not sure if they're supposed to connect to one another. Doesn't seem like they can, but might be overlooking something there. There are two little pegs right here, but they don't seem to fold right next to one another. But I do see pegs right here, which are supposed to clip into one another, I guess. Like so-ish. Nope. Like so. So you can move that around. There's quite a lot of articulation on this actually, but I'm not sure about that final part. Might have to turn around a little bit. I don't know. I'll look it up. I cannot get the middle part to connect properly all the way. Might have something to do with this panel, or no, this panel having to go on the inside and then lock this little peg into here. Could be that. I don't know. I just don't know. But again, I'll look it up, show you guys the final product in the videos. But I do think I got pretty close with it. There's some articulation on the fingers of the shark. 3 different fingers or claws. And this one cannot move, so you got the 3 front fingers, which you can pose a little bit. But there is no twisting in the claw part itself, so would have been cool if you could have him like grab something or something like that. There is a little bit of movement on the shoulder part, not that much. The legs, you can move them pretty all the way around, pretty much all the way around. The toes can move around, but they probably will not hold, same as with the robot. face of the shark looks like this. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'll show you guys the actual final transformation in the videos and pictures right after this video. And I think that's it for RIPPERSNAPPER. Pretty cool. But I still think S-03 is my most favorite one of the limb robots. Even though I do think this looks pretty cool. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys got something out of this, and hope to see you guys back for the next video, in which we'll be doing the final limb, Lucifer, or otherwise known as Cutthroat, which will transform into a bird-like creature, and that's what the robot looks like. So I hope to see you guys for that video, and that's it for now. Later!